Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to be joined by Larry Masterson, the Emergency Management Coordinator for the City of Medford. Larry, good to see you again. How are you today?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. So we're talking about the Are You Ready Fair. Are you ready for what is where I should probably start.
Are you ready for anything? September's National Preparedness Month, so it's all about disasters and emergencies. Here in the Rogue Valley, some of our big hazards, of course, severe weather, whether it's summertime, wintertime. We have flooding issues. We have air quality issues. People will remember just a few summers ago when it was smoky all summer long, wildfires. And then we have the big one, the big threat is that Cascadia earthquake off the coast that the experts predict 9.0 magnitude or better, lasting 5 minutes, running from Northern California to British Columbia. That's going to lay us low. The experts predict that to be the biggest natural disaster in U.S. history.
Wow.
So are we ready for that? And by being ready for any of those things, you're ready for all of those things. Can you evacuate in a hurry with everything you're going to need to get by on your own for a while? Can you hunker down, shelter in place if you need to, if you can't leave home or leave work? And so this is all about that broad preparedness for anything that might happen to us. Zombie attack, whatever.
Whatever it takes for people to get on board and get prepared.
Exactly.
I like what you did there. So let's talk about the fair tomorrow. It's coming up at the Rogue Valley Mall. What can people expect to see there?
Tomorrow, 10 to 2, it's going to be hard to miss. We're in the parking lot to the south and the southwest of Penny's there. We're going to have about 40 different exhibits. We have police, fire, ambulances, Mercy Flights plans to bring their helicopter again. This year, we're going to have the National Guard with 4 or 5 vehicles there. All kinds of emergency response agencies, volunteer organizations, search and rescue, social services organizations, the Red Cross, amateur radio. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be interesting. People will be able to come and see things, learn things, do things. There will be some activities. They'll be able to win goodies to put in their emergency kits.
Okay.
And so that's from 10 to 2
And
tomorrow.
it's a free event. They can come for 5 minutes, 5 hours, almost 5 hours, I should say. They
Absolutely.
come down, check it out, nothing to lose.
You bet, 10 to 2, and the weather's supposed to be gorgeous. We're talking about 2 o'clock. The weather will be about 84 degrees.
Perfect.
Partly cloudy.
Yeah, can't go
Nice.
wrong.
Yeah.
All right, very good. We're going to take a quick break. Much more in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're previewing the Are You Ready Fair coming up tomorrow at the Rogue Valley Mall tomorrow morning, 10 to 2. Is that right, Larry?
Correct.
All right, Larry Masterson with us from the City of Medford, Emergency Management Coordinator. So how prepared are our emergency services agencies for the big disaster?
We're becoming more prepared all the time, but the odds aren't in our favor because there just aren't enough of us. If people think, hey, when the disaster happens, I'll be able to call 911 and FEMA will be at my doorstep in 15 minutes, they don't understand the issue. City of Medford, for example, the daytime population is about 150,000 people. There are only 200 of us in public safety, police officers, firefighters, paramedics, EMTs.
Wow. 200
in all of the city of Medford. And so even if all of them can come to work, they aren't hurt, they aren't on vacation in Alaska, the odds just aren't in our favor. So we rely on the community, on people to be prepared individually, to be self-sufficient for at least 14 days if you can. Doesn't have to happen overnight, but people can work on that. But we want people to be self-sufficient, have a kit, have a plan, have a way to communicate, and that will make us a stronger, more resilient community.
Yeah, you mentioned communicate, and I don't want to spend too much time on this, but you did talk about cell phones. Probably the towers you won't be available to make calls, but texts might go through.
Absolutely, and that's it uses less battery on your phone, and you may not be able to make a call, but if you can't make the call, you have to keep trying. With a text message, as soon as your phone pings a tower and gets a signal, it'll send that message. Takes less energy. It's quick, it's easy. People need to remember they can do that.
Absolutely. All right. So what should people have in their kit? You mentioned, up to 14 days is how long. People can, as I understand it, people can use their water heater to get water if they're obviously at home.
That's right.
But for kits, what kind of items should they have?
They'll be able to learn a lot more about it tomorrow at the fair. But the essential things, the things that are going to get you by for the first day or two: water, protection from the elements. Most of us can get by for a while without food, but we have to have good drinkable water. We have to be protected from the heat, from the sun, from the cold, from the rain. Those are the big things. And so there are all kinds of alternative ways to do that. You can process your own water. There's some pointers that you can get. A lot of information out there on how to do those kinds of things. And a lot of shelf-stable canned goods, dehydrated foods, things that people can put in their kits to keep them going. And we want them to think about their pets too.
That's important. They're part of the family.
Got to remember
Certainly.
Skippy.
Excellent. All right, very good, Larry. Thanks so much
Thank you,
for
Craig.
coming. Appreciate it. Stay with us. We'll be right back.